Hey, what's going on? It's Nick here from Ways of Wealth. Thank you for tuning in. Week 31 of the market recap. If you are a returning guest, thank you so much for your support. If you're brand new, we highlight key events that happened in the market over the past week. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on. It lets you know when I posted a new video. And I'd like to ask you a huge favor. If you learn something new, smash that like button because it definitely helps the channel grow. And on this episode, we're going to recap the roller coaster ride of a week it was for Kodak, the once great American manufacturing company who was struggling and grasping for air, was gifted another opportunity at life. So stay tuned to see if Kodak is a buy. All right, let's dive in. This week we saw shares of Kodak skyrocket after news of a government loan surfaced, sending the stock from around $2 per share to as high as $60 on Wednesday morning. Think about that. If you had held the shares at the open on Monday, July the 27th at around $2.13 a share and sold at $60 only 48 hours later, you would have gained over 2,700%. Prior to this week, the future of the company was more than over. Now, if you're not familiar with Kodak, they were the pinnacle in photographic film. What is photographic film? That's when you actually had to put film in the camera, and it seems like so long ago you would take that film and you would go get it developed at places like Walmart's or Black. Enter in a little bit of great marketing with the Kodak moment.
How much is this moment worth? $100? $1,000? The moments of your life are priceless. Are you saving them on the right film? Kodak Gold. No other film gives you truer, more consistent color, picture after picture.
And you had a cash cow for many, many years. Now, as the years went on, you enter in a little bit of competition with Fujifilm, and as the years continue to go on, you add in the digital camera and smartphones, and this company was grasping for life. So all things being considered, it was surprising to me to see that Kodak had received a $765 million loan from the government under the Defense Production Act, and this was to produce pharmaceutical ingredients. Now, how does somebody in this sector of business, in the film, camera, that side of the industry, get a loan of this magnitude, of this size, in order to produce pharmaceuticals? Now, I decided to do some research, and I found out something very shocking, that this is not the first time that Kodak has tried to enter the pharma sector. In 1988, Kodak acquired Sterling Winthrop, which had the rights to sell Bayer aspirin in North America. So here is this film company producing fever and pain medicine because they knew that their current business model was on the fritz. They paid $5.1 billion for Sterling, which they ultimately split and sold 6 years later to GlaxoSmithKline and Sanofi for a combined $4.61 million. So not the greatest start to their pharma debut. So not the greatest start to begin with, but it's said that there is some synergies behind the chemical manufacturing that goes behind the film, and obviously the pharma production and manufacturing that's going there. So that's what I'm sure that they've used as a asset as to why they would be a great company to do so. But this isn't the first time that Kodak has kind of ventured out, obviously with the pharma and Sterling in 1988. They also tried to go another direction in 2018 when Bitcoin was at its highs. They decided to create the cryptocurrency Kodak coin, which was supposed to be used amongst photographers. And once Bitcoin fell back later that year, they decided to abandon that project. Now let's take a quick look at the financials and the valuation. Looking at the past 10 years of financial data, what stands out is two major factors. The most evident thing that stands out is the consistent decrease in revenue over the past 10 years, combined with a negative free cash flow over the same period. It does seem like the company was able to buy back 230 million shares in 2014 and has been able to keep long-term debt under control. Besides that, there is not many positives that I can pull out of the financial statements. It seems to me that this company has been struggling to find its true identity since it had a stranglehold on the film industry for the better part of the 20th century. A $765 million loan does not justify the market cap jumping from 93 million as of last week to 955 million as of close on July 31st, 2020. So there's a little bit of disconnect in my opinion, and the financials don't look all the greatest. I think that you would let this play out and see what it does to the numbers. You revisit this in 2021. But for me, I think that there's other places in the market that you could be making money right now, and to not get caught up in the momentum and the FOMO that these types of stocks create. And that's all this week for the market recap. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your support. Again, if this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on. We do this every single week. And again, if you've learned something new, please give me a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. I hope you all have a great week on the markets. Happy trading.